let's watch these Conor McGregor videos. You can tell me what you think.
Speaking of people doing drugs.
Yep.
Hi, Conor. I'm Claire Gallagher with the Daily Texan. What can you tell us about your acting debut?
That boy
Obviously, it's your
partying.
First experience.
Hard work, but you know, we got it done. It's in the bank for life. You know, you put something in the bank, maybe it's not going to be there for life. You might spend it. This baby is in there for life, and I'm ecstatic about that. You know, I got into good, strong shape. I gave it my all. You know,
He's high as fuck.
A bit rough around the edges, but for the character.
He's high as fuck.
Coke and the word high has always been a funny connection to me.
Why?
Whenever I hear, I don't imagine.
That's actually being high.
You would say?
Weed is not high. Weed is like,
Yeah, weed is more
This
like,
is actually being high, where you're like, fucking, oh, fuck. You like can't contain it. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I associate, high with, I feel like I associate high with like weed feel because you're like, ooh. Like you're off the earth. You're like, oh, shit.
The second one is a little bit more like sad and worrisome, no?
That's where people were saying the Coke memes stop being funny now.
He gave me guidance, and I just took it. You know, we had a good rapport on set.
Bro.
He has 75 movies made.
Maybe he's actually just shrugging.
Bar fights made.
Maybe he's like,
And that's it. We had a
you
good-
know? Well, that's the way it goes, you know?
I sometimes had to remind him
Oh, and that little like,
Yeah.
once.
And he hit me with a door. Other than that, it was absolutely perfect.
Jake laughing and touched him, trying to hold his shoulders down.
yes.
Stop that shit. Stop that shit, man. You fucking my career, dog.
Get it together, bro. Classic Connor.
Dude, what was cringe about the rollout for this was they filmed Jake doing walkouts and weigh-ins in front of actual crowds
Yeah.
on like broadcast.
Okay.
And everyone's going, dude, get this actor out of here, man.
So wait, it was an actual presser for like a real fight,
Yeah.
and they brought him out like as
to like
one
do
of
a weigh-in.
Did they tell the crowd?
I don't think so. I think it was just kind of a
And ladies and gentlemen, Jake Gyllenhaal.
and he's like, he's doing the whole thing.
It's like, who's he fighting? I don't
Yeah.
What's happening?
An amazing stunt team, Garrett Warden and Steve Brown, and they were phenomenal with us. They gave us free reign, and we've done a good job.
Hard for you, Conor, at all?
What if Jake started doing it too? He's like, we
Yeah.
are doing a great job.
Yeah, just cover for him.
Yeah. That's I'm laughing, but it's fucking sad.
Let me pose a philosophical question to the crowd.
Okay.
If you make $150 million
Should you get addicted to drugs?
to scrap with Floyd Mayweather, are you deserving of empathy if you fall into the pit of drugs?
Yes. Yes. What are you talking about?
I'm just posing the question.
Absolutely.
Like, I guess what I'm saying is when you make a bunch of money like that, is it fair as a person on the outside to assume you will be responsible? Or to assume that you are immune?
No, especially for someone with like brain damage like he has.
Yeah.
Dude, he's probably so susceptible to addiction is a disease. I fully believe that, and I think this guy is probably more susceptible to it than the average person because he's taken so many shots to the fucking head.
Yeah. That's fair.
And I think it's like no matter who you are, it's fucking probably. I mean, Conor McGregor's kind of a fucking dick, but
Yeah.
that where he is right now, it's got to be fucking hell.
Yeah. I agree with that. I was
He
just
just had
throwing it
a
out
new
there.
baby, you know.
Mhm.
He's got like 4 kids.
I think people are.
By the way, I'm not defending him as a person. I'm just saying I don't think anyone deserves to be in the throes of addiction.
Yeah. I do think people discount the power of addiction.
Yeah, for sure.
I think people who don't have it, like when they speak on it, they just kind of, I don't know, to me, they're like describing how like a rocket ship should run.
Yeah.
You just fucking,
Yeah.
like, I don't think it's that
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
I also think addiction is when people are like, it's the pharmaceutical, this and that. Like, yeah, but I also feel that it's easy for you to say once there's been a track record of people like producing substances that no one previously knew would have this type of stronghold on people.
Yeah.
You know, like when that first wave of people took Oxy, they had no idea.
Yeah. But it's not even, I would argue about addiction is like in most cases, it's not even your brain getting addicted to that one drug. it's the disease progressing, and then you get like, because even if you kick that one thing,
Oh yes.
Yeah. It's like, and so like that kind of,
whatever.
And I think I will say, like, I think it's now a little bit more understood now that, you know, we're kind of in a mental health crisis just in general. Because I think a lot of people that don't understand it, you could tell them like, okay, then turn your anxiety off.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You can't, right?
Yeah.
You would probably argue that you
Not
can't.
according to the Nelk boys.
Yeah.
If you have an issue, you just do 10 push-ups and it goes away.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, that's what they think. No, bro, it's because like they don't go to the gym.
Yeah. I mean, there was a pretty, did we talk about this?
What?
A study published recently
Fitness.
that found going outside dancing had the most substantial effect on depression, on chronic and like clinical depression, way more than SSRIs.
I did
Dancing.
Maybe that's why I did all that dancing in my youth.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could
So
be.
what we need to do, dude, is we need to prescribe.
Yeah, look at this. Isn't this interesting?
We need,
10 what?
We need to prescribe 10 hours of sea walking every week. You got to go to South Central. You got to see a doctor in South Central.
Yeah, okay. That's
all right. And you get permission.
Yeah.
You get a cultural permission slip.
Right. Okay.
All right. And you have to go to the Sea Walk Center.
Okay.
All right. So there's people like former gang members that give you a temporary pass, and you agree, I will not sea walk outside of said hours.
I see.
And you understand that it's just like it's an activity
Yeah.
that you're participating in.
Yeah.
And it's a mutual exchange, you know? You're donating to the community by way of paying for the classes.
Right.
And it's curing your depression.
Yeah.
You know? And then after you graduate, there's like a big graduation. And if you've earned it, yeah, you can sea walk at weddings and
Okay.
you can sea walk at
You have a
family
card?
gatherings. Yeah.
Okay.
You have the sea walk card.
Okay.
Dancing. So dancing can combat mental health. Or like
Depression.
Depression, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't like trying to skip over your point. I agree that addiction is like it can progress to anything. I think all I was trying to say was I think when people specifically are critical of drug addiction, even if it's multiple or singular, I think what people are really that just kind of like don't contextualize or aren't able to contextualize is like, dude, if you've never done that shit and you are not susceptible to it, you cannot speak on the like what the fuck is happening in a person's mind.
Yeah.
Like, you literally don't know
Yeah,
anything about that. We don't know.
Yeah.
These people are gonna have to die for another 50 years for them to hack it open and go, oh shit, it was actually like this.
Yeah.
I bet you there's nothing that makes you want to do cocaine more than having $150 million.
Yeah, probably.
If your bank account says 1570,
Yeah. But I think what it is when you have this much money is your access to treatment is a lot better. So if you do decide to get better, it's pretty fucking easy to like just check yourself in and check out for 2 months.
It's also really easy to get very good coke.
That too.